Hey, welcome back for another speed paint. Today I'm going to be doing some sketches from reference, and this is the pencil I'm using. I used to favor Clip Studio's rough pencil that came standard with the brushes, but I found this one in the asset store, and I've been using it a lot lately. It's very smooth, but with that traditional pencil texture that I always love. I also enjoy how I can get a very dark line with added pressure, and then switch to painting with transparency to easily lighten it up. Anyway, it's free in the Clip Studio Asset Store, so I'll add the link to it in my description below if you're interested. I'm drawing from some references I found on Pinterest, and I'm including them here just in case anyone wants to do some quick sketches along with me, and also so you might better understand my thought process. As you'll see, I'm not trying to draw an exact copy of the references, but rather my goal is to get the general gesture, proportions, and mood of the photos. So I first put down some reference lines that help me understand where certain things will be going. I'm less concerned about making the perfect lines on my first try, though that would be ideal, and more concerned about making sure everything is in the right place and the gesture is easily readable. I should have done it here, but a good tip is to start out using a larger brush size for this stage, because it's often easier to find that gesture and you're not able to focus on small details. As the sketch progresses, you can gradually make that brush smaller when needed. And because my first sketch usually is pretty messy and the gesture is often stiff, I'll lessen the opacity and do a cleaner sketch on another layer. All the hard part of the proportions and stuff has been taken care of, so I can easily alter the lines as needed and make her feel more natural. I think her sweatshirt still feels too stiff, so I'd probably fix that if I wanted to make this anything other than a sketch. The second pose I chose because sitting poses can often be more difficult, and I know I need the practice. You'll see I go through the same stages as before, laying out the reference points, like her hands and feet and knees, then following through with her arms and legs, before I'm too worried about the right lines and shapes. I'm not afraid to make the changes I need to make it work. Sketching is something I know I should be doing a lot more of, but for some reason I don't usually dedicate the time these days. I used to do it a lot, but then I noticed that was all I did, and I wasn't very good at making a completed illustration. So I pushed myself into the comfort zone of making completed pieces, and now I have a hard time leaving something in just a sketch phase. I guess there can be worse things, but sketching really is one of the best ways to practice. So I should be visiting that comfort zone more often. If anyone's interested in more sketching vids similar to this one, let me know and maybe we can push ourselves together to sketch more often. These next two poses are a lot easier and fun for me because I feel like I'm warmed up at this point and because the poses are much more simple. I've reminded myself that I'm not trying to draw a realistic reproduction and it's okay to draw however I want. I did spend some time with this guy trying to add color and lighting for a while, and then I realized I was just really bored with it and I could probably just make a more stylized sketch out of it and call it good. So that's what I did. This last one I go through has the same steps as before, but because I'm warmed up and feel more in the zone, it has a looser, easier feel to it, and I'm playing with style in a way that I didn't with the others. I think that goes to show that just because your first attempts at something aren't up to your standards, that's no reason to give up. Sometimes you just have to push through to reach your stride. Thanks for joining me for the sketch session. I hope you got something out of it, even if it's just an urge to do some sketches of your own. Let me know in the comments if you'd like more sketch vids like this one, or if you have any questions about drawing or whatnot. I'll be back next week with another video. Until then, happy arting!